several graphs like the one you see now. You'll see on the next page a little bit more complex graph, but essentially epilepsy prevalence in terms of how common is it was around 0.5 to 0.9% of the population. And here what you can see is, although on the previous page I told you that about 200 papers were included for epilepsy, in terms of putting them together and combining them to get one estimate, there are certain requirements that are necessary. So we need to have either confidence interval provided by the researchers who did that study. We need to have the number of cases, the overall population, and so on, and sometimes those were not available. So the studies that are included in some of these graphs are those that we could combine because they were very detailed and the quality was appropriate. So you can see there were several studies from Africa, Asia, Europe, North America. The prevalence is higher in Africa and South America. Not surprisingly, these include a lot of developing countries, and infectious disorders are common, which are common cause of epilepsy in those areas. The next slide here, what you can see is the incidence, how many new cases per year or per person years. And here what we've done is we've stratified the result. On the left-hand side you can see the study and the different continent. You can then see the incidence with the confidence interval, and in the middle is the estimate. And at the bottom is the incidence of epilepsy per 100,000 person years. Again, the incidence study are very few compared to the prevalence study. It's a lot harder to follow people over time and see how many new cases exist. And most of the study were from Europe and a couple from North America. And again, we see higher incidence in Africa and South America. There were 7 Canadian prevalence studies, no incidence study, and most were based on self-reports. So we don't really